What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to another one. We're in danger. So today we're going to be diving into a pressing issue that could affect all of us in the near future. So what do you guys think? Should the US even be involved in this? Just drop me a quick comment, yes or no, in the comments down below on that one. So yeah, you may have heard about the recent tensions between China and the Philippines in the South China Sea, but there's another front in the United States war that's worth discussing. And this has to do with green energy and Joe Biden's plan to make America more environmentally friendly. Now, the problem is that China is buying up all of the world's lithium, which is a key component in the batteries that power electric vehicles. Now, as President Biden pushes for more electric cars on America's roads, China's dominance in this industry threatens to leave us with a more serious shortage of this critical resource. Now, I'm hearing some people say that this is a controlled demolition and organized chaos. They know exactly what they're doing, and they just really want to keep the average American down. So, what do you guys think about this? And what can we do about this? This is what we're going to be discussing in today's video. We're going to deep dive into why this is happening, what it means for us, and how we can help stop it. So be sure to subscribe to the channel and drop a like for the video. I really appreciate that. And for the very best way to invest in gold or silver, check out the links in the description down below of this video. So guys, I gotta say, people are talking. They're saying that all along they knew that if President Biden got elected, America would be pretty much in trouble. Although they did say it with some more forceful words than what I've just used, but you get the picture, right? So first, there's this whole thing about China and the Philippines. So over the past 3 weeks, more than 12,000 American troops have been hanging out with some 5,000 soldiers from the Philippines for the biggest Balkatan joint military exercises ever. Now, it's been called an attempt to target China by Beijing's state-run media, which is pretty much intense if you ask me. Now, the whole grand finale of these war games involved the United States and the Philippines forces firing on a fake enemy warship in the West Philippine Sea, which is part of the South China Sea that belongs to the Philippines. So believe it or not, last year, the United States gave $100 million to boost the Philippines' defense capabilities and the military modernization. Now, they also plan to give another $100 million to improve military bases that the United States can access under the Enhanced Defense Cooperation Agreement. So apparently, China's not real happy about that. And the Chinese ambassador in Manila accused the Philippines of stoking the fire of regional tensions by offering the United States more access to military bases. So China's ruling Communist Party, they're claiming Taiwan as their own. And Manila thinks it's a reason to step up its guard with the help from the United States. The ambassador also seemed to threaten Filipino workers in Taiwan, which is pretty messed up, and it caused a lot of backlash in the Philippines. What they said, quote, "The Philippines is advised to unequivocally oppose Taiwanese independence rather than stoking the fire by offering the United States access to the military bases near the Taiwan Strait, if you care genuinely about the 150,000 OFWs, end quote. Wow, that's just scary. They're just threatening Filipino people like that. So yeah, basically the Philippines is in a really important spot for anyone who wants to project power across the Pacific. China and the United States both want to be tight with the Philippines so that they can safeguard their own national security interests. And this is why they get so sensitive when the Philippines seems like they're leaning toward one side more than the other. And really, have you guys noticed all of these world governments are just losing it? At least that is what most people think these days. At least with all the war talk and the rumors flying around. And it's happening in the UK too, driven by WEF economic policies that they did not vote for. A massive transfer of wealth and progressive control forcing many people into poverty. A lot of people are getting wise and they're starting to fight back. Just recently, right here in the United States, there's this new bill that the United States lawmakers just put on the table. So it's called the Taiwan Cybersecurity Resilience Act. And well, it's all about helping Taiwan beef up their cyber defenses. Basically, this bill is a signal that the United States is shifting its attention away from the Russian-Ukraine war and toward the China-Taiwan conflict as tensions continue to rise in the Indo-Pacific region. And get this, with China reportedly launching a crazy amount of cyber attacks against Taiwan, like 20 to 40 million every month, this is just unbelievable. And it's definitely a situation that needs some serious attention. So the bill itself is about making sure that the Department of Defense works closely with Taiwan to defend against these attacks. So this means that things like cyber security training exercises, beefing up military networks and infrastructure, and using US cybersecurity technologies to help out Taiwan is definitely a really interesting development. We'll have to see where things go from here. So personally, I think like all of these big governments, Big Brother and all that, They're all working together to screw us over and hit us where it really hurts. No, not there, our wallets. They're planning events all over the world to make everyday things more expensive, and right now they're focused on targeting energy. Prices are going through the roof, and it's all because of political shenanigans happening globally. Let's look at the news from the last couple of years and just kind of see how it's all going down. Okay, so check it out. So when President Biden took office back in January 20th, he became the 46th president of the United States. In his speech, he talked about bringing people together and creating good jobs while cleaning up the environment. Sounds pretty good, right? Okay, I'm in. But here's the deal. While he was saying all that, he was also making moves that were putting the U.S. economy and working class Americans at risk big time. On January 27th, he axed the Keystone XL pipeline and put a hold on permits for oil and gas operations on federal land. And you know what that means, right? Higher prices for gas, oil, and electricity. Plus, we're now stuck relying on Saudi Arabia and OPEC for our energy needs. And just recently, Saudi Arabia cut their oil production even more. This really ticked off the Biden administration. So do you think that they knew what they were doing when they made these decisions? Let me know what y'all think in the comments. So China is like killing it in the lithium ion battery game, and they're trying to take over the world's lithium production. A few months ago, one of the biggest lithium finds ever was discovered, but there's a catch. The lithium jackpot find was in Iran. Now, lithium is super important for making batteries and all kinds of stuff, including weapons used by the Department of Defense. Yes, the DoD. So the U.S. Geological Survey says that the top 5 lithium reserves are in Bolivia, Argentina, Chile, Australia, and China. So we're going to have a problem getting our hands on that Iranian stash, which is said to be about 8.5 million metric tons of lithium. So it's a huge bummer, especially since, they're trying to up their game in the whole defense equipment, and well, we need lithium for that stuff. So now let's talk about the money angle here, the financial economic side of things. Now, over the last couple of years, the price of lithium has shot up, causing concerns about running out. Now, according to the U.S. Geological Survey, global consumption of lithium in 2022 was 134 tons. That is a 41% increase from 95,000 tons that was produced in 2021. But in the last few months, lithium prices in China has been going down because not as many people are buying electric cars as they thought. So China, which makes and uses a lot of lithium, they stopped giving out subsidies for electric cars back in January, which, by the way, made prices go up and it made demand go down. And so apparently the price of lithium is expected to drop even more this year. But hey, as the world gets more into this whole green revolution thing, the technology is getting better and better for batteries. They're charging faster, they're lasting longer, and they're way better than they were just 5 to 10 years ago. I remember driving a Leaf back maybe in like 2015. That Leaf could barely get 100 miles out of the full charge. Anyway, way better than that now. Now, over the last couple of years, the price of lithium has skyrocketed, and it's been leading to talks of shortages. So apparently, global consumption of lithium is expected to go up by 41% from 95,000 tons in 2021 to 134,000 tons in 2022, at least according to the U.S. Geological Survey. But hold up, because in the past 3 months, lithium prices in China have dropped due to weaker than expected sales of electric cars. Now, China is a major producer and consumer of lithium, and they recently stopped subsidizing electric cars, leading to higher prices and less demand. So it looks like the price of lithium is expected to keep going down this year. Kind of crazy, right? So China, they need to source all this lithium, and they're already taking action. Check this out. So according to Reuters, Chinese lithium producers, they agreed to set a floor price at 250,000 yuan or $36,000 per ton of lithium carbonate. Now, this could lead to a price war or even an actual war between the United States and China. Now, I gotta say though, America is a little bit behind on this whole lithium game. Our countries are already finding strategic metals and minerals for the battery industry. Now, according to the International Energy Agency, global demand for lithium could increase over 40 times by 2040 if countries stick to their Paris Agreement targets to reduce emissions. Now, this could spark several new mining operations across the United States and Canada. Western civilizations like Europe, the United States, and Canada, they're all about this green initiative right now. They're trying to find sources of energy outside the traditional nuclear power and oil and gas. So, the United States Department of Energy just announced that they're investing $2.8 billion in grants to expand domestic manufacturing of batteries for electric vehicles and the electric grid. Ford, Tesla, and General Motors, they're all going to need about 900,000 tons of lithium from the United States and Canada just to meet production demands for new EVs if they take off as projected. But wait, there is more. So President Joe Biden just signed into law that certain tax credits will not be available for companies like Volkswagen, Nissan, Rivian because of where their vehicles are manufactured and where the materials are sourced from. So EVs are sending lithium demand into overdrive, and it is very clear that the demand for electric vehicles is starting to rise pretty much every single day. Now, if you're planning to invest in lithium projects, it's really important to do your homework, do your research, and start checking out mining-friendly countries. Personally, I think Nevada is a great state for mining because it's super friendly. And as part of North America, the United States, the White House is prioritizing North American mining operations. And so this is very important news to keep up with because countries, they're making moves that affect their citizens and their energy prices. This could eventually lead people to buy electric vehicles and tools. And let's face it, the world is moving toward lithium battery power. So it's probably worth considering if you want to get in on the action before prices go up again. So yeah, hope that this information was helpful. Let me know if you guys want to learn more about investing in precious metals. Just drop those comments down below. Comment section is always wide open for you guys. Anyway, that was a wrap on our video on the China-US conflict over the lithium shortage. Now, I know it's a complex and intense topic, but I really hope that I was able to break it down for you guys in a way that was easy to understand. It's important to stay informed on the ongoing tension between these two global superpowers and the potential consequences it could have on the world. We definitely do not want any World War III situations happening, right? Well, if you guys found this video helpful, do your boy a favor, drop me a like for the video. Did a lot of research on this one. Hope you guys found it helpful and informative. And if you did, go ahead and hit the subscribe button and share this video to really help out. Appreciate you guys. Be safe. See you on the next one.